My friend Varun here is going to walk around showing you guys the colonies. There is a Lasius flavus species over here, which is multi-queen colony, and there is Tetramorum bicarinata as well. If you're interested in that, they're super fast growing, super invasive, both fantastic colonies, and Varun's going to walk around showing you guys that now. So, go ahead. We have somewhere on my table, they weave nests using silk from their eggs to make nests in trees. They make nests in any upside down surface they can find where there's plenty of airflow. So you can imagine in the summer or in hotter climates, so if we're in Arizona or Texas,
I am with Dave from Dave's Little Beasties. Dave, how have you found the Coventry show today?
I've got to be honest, today has been an absolutely blinding day. It's been really, really busy. I wouldn't mind saying this has probably been the busiest show this year.
Really?
I think so, yeah, I think so. We've had a lot of people come through. Lots of subscribers to the channel coming up and getting their pictures taken, stuff like that. We've sold a lot of spiders, met a lot of people, and we've had a lot of congratulations actually, because we've hit our 100,000th thing.
About time.
Yeah,
about time.
Yeah. That's to you guys out there actually, all the subscribers, everyone that supports and all the rest of it. But no, what a fantastic show. It's been amazing.
Does that mean you could possibly go full-time YouTube or?
No, I've got an expensive wife, and yeah, I don't think that's possible just at the moment. Yeah, I still owe her a kitchen and a bathroom, so yeah, we've got to get them in first, yeah. But no.
I think a lot of people know that you've been in the hobby and the animal hobby for many years. What's it like to go from keeping to breeding and selling and having your own table at shows?
It's all pretty much the same, to be fair. I've always bred it pretty much. Everything I've ever kept, I've always tried to breed. So all through the years, whether it's reptiles, birds, fish, whatever it's been, I've always wanted to do that. But having the tables has brought out a whole new dimension in the fact that now I can meet people.
Face-to-face talking.
Yeah, whereas before it was always just me and whatever I had at home. You know, there was nothing to share it with as such. Yeah, now I get to share it with absolutely anybody and everybody. So yeah, and I love that. I think that's a really cool part of it. Yeah.
And then if you were a buyer and you come across your own table, marked up as somebody else's, all the rest of it, is there a particular spider that you'd go, yeah, I'll buy that one?
Oh, I don't know. This is a difficult one. This is a really difficult one, because I see real classy things in all sorts of stuff. So they've all got their own little perks and their own little sort of idiosyncrasies. I mean, I like the baboons. The baboons are really interesting me at the moment. But then saying that, I like a lot of the arboreal stuff. The arboreal stuff really gets me going. I like the Asian stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. But I think a bit of everything.
What's been like the main species that's been going off the table today? Has there been a particular interest in?
Total mix.
Complete mix, everything? Absolute
mix, yeah. We've done everything from retrobates like this young man here. If you all got good spiders, actually, don't just come here, check Chris out. He has got some wonderful stuff over this, and much of it captive bred, so get in on that. But no, it's been a massive across the table. We've gone from everything from baboons to some of the Asian stuff, to curly hairs. You know, there's always beginners wanting stuff. We've had a lot of beginners today, so they've been taking up a lot of things like the brachypelmas, anaphipelmas, all that sort of stuff, particularly cattles, everything.
Curly hairs get that such a you've got a curly hair type of
Yeah.
reputation. And for me, they're a beautiful spider.
Oh man, they're amazing.
I'm like, don't dull them down. They're amazing.
Yeah. No, they really are really cool. We've just recently done a video showcasing the curly hair, and the amount of response we had come back was phenomenal. And yet it was one of them videos that I thought I probably won't do a great deal, but it's been a massive big hit. You know, it's been really, really cool. Everyone has to start somewhere, as we all did. You know, we all started somewhere. So it's been a fabulous day, really cool day.
Awesome.
And it hasn't stopped.
No,
it's constant.
It's late in the day, and people are still paying to come in.
Yeah, I mean we are seeing this right near the end of the day, aren't we?
You do not normally see that. No. Normally this time of day, people are going. Grabbing the last minute bargains and then going home, and sellers are thinking about packing up. So it's quite impressive to see people still coming in and coming around.
Shows the hobby's growing all the time.
Definitely.
You know, it's getting bigger and bigger all the time, and long may it remain that way.
Thank you very much, as always.
No worries.
Cheers, man.
Had a wonderful day.
And yourself.
Very good.
Really, it's just because I need to look at this for a little bit longer. But yeah, we're going to talk about isopods today. So just first, a little fact. Who doesn't love a little fact? Isopods were actually around before the dinosaurs, so they did a bit better than them, I would say, because I haven't seen any, running around recently. How I got into isopods a couple of years ago, I've kept ants for
I'm with Charlie from Eightle Emporium. Charlie, how has your Coventry show been so far?
Oh, it's been good. Coventry show is definitely one of my favourites. I know it's local for you and a lot of others. It's
15 minutes from my house
exactly,
to
that's good. But it's about 2 hours for us, so it's not too bad. But yeah, the clientele are incredible. Everyone's been so humble, so interested in what we've got. And seeing everyone's been fantastic as well.
What have you got for sale across your table, if you could sum it up?
A lot of baboons, as always. I love my baboon spiders. Some really nice stuff. I managed to partner with Greg, and we managed to produce Harpactira Golden Black this year. So that's a really nice highlight on my table. And I've had some really nice adults, but most of them are gone now. So
Sold.
Yeah, all sold. I had a P. metallica female, which has gone pretty quick. An Ephambophus murinus female, she's gone as well. So yeah, so it's been good. Been a very good show.
Then how have you gone from keeping inverts to selling, to having your own table?
Yeah, it's been a little while in the making, but I had a male and female. I brought a pair quite early on, managed to produce them, and then slowly, just with my love for the community and the people in it and stuff, I just started paying for my hobby via breeding as well, and yeah.
And then Charlie, if you could be on the other side, as a buyer, is there anything on your table that which you would go, I would buy that?
Yeah, I mean the Harpactira Golden Black, definitely. Yeah, they're one of my favourite little species of baboon.
Would they be out and about to show, or?
Yeah, definitely. They're not very big now, but you can see they've already started to web up. They're fantastic little spiderlings. I'm really excited to grow them on. I've got a few females already, so I'll keep some back for some males and hopefully be able to produce them myself in the future.
If somebody come along and bought one of those off you today, I mean, how long will they be fine in one of those pots for?
They're a dwarf species, so they take a while, so it depends on how much you feed them. I would say anywhere between 6 months to a year, depending on how much you feed it. Personally, I like to put mine up into 155 milliliter tamper-proof tubs pretty quickly. But yeah, they don't get very big. Probably an adult is about that size. So yeah, not very big. Small species.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you, man. Cheers.
Hi, with Ian from Turriff Tarantulas. Ian, how have you found the Coventry show so far?
It's great, yeah. It's been really busy today. It's been probably one of the busiest ones this year. So I do 5 shows, and I reckon it's up there with the BTS, this one, I think, this time. Really busy, yeah. It's been great.
How long did it take you to get here today? Or did you stay?
2 hours. No, 2 hours, yeah. I don't stay. I only go to shows that are close enough to do in the day, you know, because getting up for work and that. But yeah, it's about 2 hours, yeah.
And then if you could summarise what you do selling wise.
Yeah. So we most of the stuff we have is either bred by us or it comes back on a 50-50 loan, usually, like a male. So I've got some little elegans that were bred by, you know, Victoria Cox.
Yes.
She bred them using one of my males, so we've got 50-50 on that. Occasionally I'll buy in some, but I never really buy in to sell. So I buy them in to grow on, to find me females that I want to breed, and then once I say I've got 3 females and there's 5 animals, I'll sell the other 2 females, and because they're bigger, that'll bring back some of the money that I pay for the females that I'm keeping myself, you know. So it kind of, the whole hobby has to pay for itself, you know. It's a good way of doing it, really.
How long have you been keeping spiders for?
So I got my first one on my 15th birthday, so about 6 years. No, so quite a long time. It was a Phonopelma seamani.
Oh yeah.
First one, yeah. It was a friend of my dad's had it actually. He's passed away now, and he gave me it as a birthday present. My 15th birthday. Yeah, long time.
And then when did you do the crossover from keeping to producing?
To breeding.
Breeding?
So I bred some in like the 90s, you know, but only on bits and bobs. And then I don't know if you know. So Billy's mum passed away when he was 8, and I kind of run the spiders right down.
Yeah.
You know, it's had a bit of a tough period really. And then we literally got down to the last spider in the house, and it was a Grammostola pulchra, matured into a male, you know, mature male. I took it to Blackpool Pets. Someone who they knew had a female. He just wanted to give it a go. And on the way home, he got a bit upset because, you know, we had no spiders left, and he was like, "Oh, I want more." So a friend of mine, Martin Lees, he sorted out was a few, and then Kevin Bigley sorted out was a few, and this is like 10-11 years ago now, and within a couple of months really I made a decision just have a go. It was Martin saying you should be breeding them so they pay for themselves.
Without trying to bring up difficult memories, do you think from the age of 8 for Billy, do you think the spiders would give him
a focus? Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we spend hours and hours. We've got like 2,500 animals, so we spend hours and hours a week together feeding them, and so yeah, we have a great relationship because of it, you know. Yeah. And do you know what else as well though? He's made loads of really nice friends in here. I mean, you know, Luke thinks the sun shines out of his backside. Phil thinks he's the best thing since sliced bread. So there's I mean, you know, if I stopped, he could carry on himself because he's got so many friends in the hobby that encourage him, you know what I mean, which has been really good for him. Yeah.
But it's one of those hobbies as well where you're not glued to a phone or glued to a computer screen or glued to an Xbox.
That was one of the things that kind of encouraged me to get him onto it, because he rather than being on it, I mean, he's still got an Xbox and he still plays on it, like, you know, but rather than spending, you know, the hours that some kids do. I'm a school teacher, so I know they do spend most evenings on it. He will easily do 20 hours a week on spiders, which is 20 hours a week he's not doing on stuff where he's not in the street messing about, and he's concentrating on this, you know, which is great.
Exactly.
It's really good, yeah. It's been a massive part of his life, yeah.
Bless him. Billy, we'll say a quick hi to the camera. Your dad's just been bigging you up. A quick
Say hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, cool.
incredible inverts and other animals. Phil, what's Coventry been like for you today?
Amazing. So absolutely amazing. Busy. My table's like, well, it was full and now it's not. So, and yeah, things have been flying out. It's always one of the best shows of the year, this one. Always is.
What got you into trading in the first place?
Purely, well, I've been keeping for near on 30 years now, getting on for that. And I started doing a little bits, having a little bit on the side of my parents' table at shows and stuff, and then when I started doing the social media side of things, eventually got more, and I was like, started getting my own table and slowly expanding and we keep getting bigger and bigger all the time. So hopefully going to get our own unit at some point. That's the plan anyway. If we can get our own unit at some point and perhaps even our own shop hopefully one day. That'd be the dream.
How would you describe your stand? Like what literally have you got out there on the table?
Such a mixture, and I'm always looking for different things. So lately I've been doing lots of vampire crabs lately. They've been really, really popular, and going to be doing more and more on the crab side of things. Isopods, I love my isopods. The breeding cockroaches. Well, such a variety of centerpiece tarantulas, had tailor slip scorpions that have sold out. So you never know what I'm going to have on my table sometimes, because sometimes I don't know what I'm going to have on there until like a few days before. I'm like, oh, this is awesome, get this and stuff. So yeah, also then we've got the decor side of things, the dry goods, the merch, all sorts of stuff.
And then finally, if Phil come along to your table, so if you came along to your own table as a buyer, what would be the one thing on your table that you would actually buy?
In terms of today, probably my cherry blossom isopods, which are my most expensive ones, but they're nice. super bright pink.
Have you got any left?
One tub of cherry blossoms. It's the only tub I brought. they are bright pink.
Let's have a look. Do you see any?
Just open that for you. There's where they hide up for me. Come on, pods. There we go. There we go. Bright pink isopods. One of my favourites.
Beauty.
Can't go wrong.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you very much, Phil. Appreciate your time, man.
Cheers, mate.
I am with Mark from the insect farm. Mark, what is it exactly that you guys do?
We breed and sell a variety of different insects and invertebrates for the pet trade. We have all sorts of stuff ranging from beetles, which are my main cup of tea, to be honest, flower beetles, rhino beetles, stag beetles, to caterpillars and moths, or caterpillars, butterflies, mantis, stick insects and leaf insects, all sorts. All that tend to go for the more like family-friendly species and things that are a bit more handleable, as well as having spectacular things on display like our Hercules beetles, which are once every now and again sort of species. Doesn't come up as often as some of the others.
And then, how long have you been keeping inverts yourself?
So I would have been doing this now we started in 2018, so I've been doing it a good while, and prior to that I've sort of worked in zoos and worked with reptiles, amphibians, and that's where I kind of picked up the inverts and went off on a different route. So I kind of started in zookeeping, and then I still work over at the Stratford Butterfly Farm when I'm not doing this. So I'm there 3 days a week, and then I do this in my spare time.
How do you find the crossover from kind of keeping animals as opposed to coming to a show and selling them on a table? And
I quite like chatting to new people and getting people introduced into the hobby as well. And I think a lot of the species that we keep are pretty perfect for that. Especially like today, caterpillars have been a big hit with families because some people are wanting things that aren't going to be a huge long commitment, like something that's going to live an awfully long time, and they can have a go. And with a lot of our species as well, we'll say to people like, if you take them away and you are really successful with them, just get in touch with us and we buy them back or do swaps, and then they don't have to feel too worried if they have a population explosion. They're not overrun with things. Some of the beetles that we keep, some of the little flower beetles and things, can be really quite prolific. So it just gives people that really sort of they don't have to worry too much about them growing out of control in terms of their
I suppose
their
with the
colonies.
families, especially with the kids, with something like a caterpillar, they get to see the caterpillar change into the cocoon, and then from cocoon, then it re-emerge as a butterfly. I suppose it's quite amazing for the children to kind of get them into it. Insects.
Absolutely. And we get a lot of people coming and chatting, and people are a bit unsure. I'm much right, but we say to people, you know, if you're not too sure, go away, get it all worked out and get your setups ready. We're not going anywhere. Take a card and we can check out the website and order through there, or even like get in touch with us. Some stuff we sold out quite quickly of a couple of species of larvae today, but like we take pre-orders before the shows as well, so it can all be tucked underneath ready, and then in that busy rush at the start you don't have to worry about fighting your way through. You can just come back when it's a bit quieter and pick them up, and they're all paid for.
Got a website or?
We've got the website, just head to the insectfarm.co.uk. We post out, but if you are coming ahead of a show and you put a pre-order in, you can just select collection at checkout. That'll take off the postage fees, and we'll have it all boxed up ready.
So there's options to collect at shows.
And just come and pick them up. If it's ideally, we try and do like the pre-order for each show that's coming up. But if you want something saving for a couple of shows, you'd have to maybe just drop us an email and we can work stuff out. Depends what it is.
If somebody's watching and they've never kept beetles before, is there like a beginner species that you offer? Have you got everything on the website so literally you can get everything all in one go? The substrate needed, food, etc.
Yeah, I'd quite like to get to that stage. At the moment, we're almost there. We've got lots of really good beginner species. I try to really make sure that things are beginner friendly, because that tends to be our main sort of target audience. So things like the little flower beetles in here. I don't know whether you want to set up for doing close-ups today, but they're only a dinky species, but very pretty. The little Chlorocala conjux, which we were doing today, 2 pairs for £20, so they're quite budget friendly as well. They feed mostly on ripe fruits and beetle jellies, so people can get all that sort of stuff from us. And the oak mulch, decaying oak leaves that the larvae feed on, and that the beetles lay their eggs in, we can supply all of that. It's just the tanks at the moment, we haven't quite got the space ourselves, because we do all of this from home, but we're in the process. I'm going to get some pictures uploaded on Facebook later this week of kitting out our garage, so it's a pretty decent space, so that we can increase the number of species that we're keeping, and it's got a nice bit of storage in the roof space for doing tanks and nets for the butterflies. So hopefully by the sort of end of this year or beginning of next year, we'll be able to do a lot more.
Kind of watch this space, it's going to expand.
And then in terms of for the beetles, it goes right up to something like the Hercules beetles. Probably get a better shot of our dried specimens that we've got here. But we do from time to time have live adult pairs. We've just added a few pairs of these to the website this week. Very popular species, but also, I mean, a pair like this would take 2 or 3 years to grow from eggs to this size. So there's a lot of big time investment involved in actually growing and rearing this species. So they are one of the like holy grails of beetles, but they can be quite expensive.
Just very quickly, what is the purpose of the horn?
So the males will kind of wrestle and tussle with one another. So the males will fight and argue over the best feeding spots. So whether that's a tree covered in sap or rotten and ripe fruits, because the females are quite reclusive and spend a lot of their time buried and laying their eggs. So they'll only surface from time to time, and when they do surface, the males want to be able to catch them and mate with them straight away. Yeah. So the male who's got the best feeding spots is more likely to pair up with more females, and hence the tusks for fighting. And I mean, they're really pretty ferocious, and you can see that on the underside they've got the protrusions that will really pierce and puncture the beetles, so they can do quite a lot of damage, which is why you only ever want to keep one male at a time in any enclosure. You can keep multiple females, but only ever one boy in a smaller space. Obviously in the wild they'll come into contact with one another without necessarily killing each other, they'll have that show of strength, and usually the weaker male will realise pretty quickly that he's not fit for fighting with the other one, and he'll give up. But in a small enclosure, they would just go at it until there's only one left. So one boy, 1 to 2, maybe 3 females in an enclosure. Just bearing in mind that with multiple females, you've always got that chance that they dig each other's eggs up. So we usually try to move them to new breeding boxes as often as we can, so they're not constantly digging up over their own eggs. And you're away. Yeah,
awesome.
Great little species, but more of a investment species than some of the other ones. Sticking back on there.
Well, really appreciate your time.
No worries.
Thank you
very
very
nice
much.
chatting to you as always. Thank you very much.